Time now once again for another Bite with Butch. It's starting to feel like fall out here in South Florida, but no dip in the standings for you guys this week. Another nice win against Rice, a win you guys obviously predicted to have, but still, you got to put them away when you can.
Well, the one thing, obviously, that I really appreciate about our players, they're starting to learn to watch film and appreciate what the opponent does. And I told the team at the start of the week, I said, watch film with Rice. These guys give great efforts. Brand new culture, brand new coaching staff, and they're going to bring it. And obviously, we saw that Saturday night. I mean, it was a hard start. We didn't get off to a great way offensively or defensively. Got our momentum, started making some plays on the offensive side, got 3 turnovers, which obviously is a key to almost every single game. You win the turnover battle, you got a good chance of winning the game. So it was a good victory, and now, that's in the history. I mean, we're obviously turned on to Western Kentucky this week. It's their homecoming. I don't think that FIU has ever beaten Western Kentucky at their place in Bowling Green, so this will be a big challenge.
Now, Western Kentucky, not exactly the dynamic passing team they've been in the past. What have you noticed from them? I mean, they're a team that's struggling with just one win this season as well.
I tell you what, it looks like is they're trying to be a little bit more balanced. I mean, there's a little bit more emphasis on the running game, of which they've done a good job. And if you look at their record, I mean, the record would absolutely say, oh, these guys are, they're really struggling. It's not that much. They've lost 3 games by a combined total of 8 points. And last week, the loss that they had last week, and never in the history of my entire life have I ever seen 3 untimed downs that led to a victory for the opponent. I mean, that's got to absolutely just make you sick to your stomach, and I'm sure that's going to make them even more focused on us this week.
Yeah, that was an absolute heartbreaker. And speaking of breaking things, Maurice Alexander, I know we've talked about him a lot this year, but last week we saw something that we haven't typically seen a lot of, but running out of the backfield where he breaks the big one, the 51-yarder, and really put the game, turn the momentum in your favor.
You take a look at your talent on your football team and you say, okay, what are ways that you could get the ball in the hands of a lot of guys? And if you watch us, I mean, obviously James Morgan throwing the ball, I mean, there's almost maybe 6 or 7 guys that will have receptions. Whether it's handing the ball off in the running game to the running backs or guys on the jet sweep, and Maurice is one of those electric athletes that you need to try to find a way to get the ball in his hands regardless of what it is, and he's just one of those guys that you get him on the perimeter, you get him out in space, and now it becomes almost like a punt return. Now he's in space, there's only 2 or 3 guys, sometimes he can make one miss.
Let him go to work.
Let him go to work, yep.
Now, obviously, 2 weeks ago, last week, interceptions were a huge thing. We'll see if that Panthers defense can keep it up. Butch, as always, thank you. You've got us another 7:30 start, so good luck out in Western Kentucky.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Butch.